Okay. Bus update. I live in a school bus, and like I said, I'm doing a primal build. I'm not really thinking too much about doing that big build thing. Um, and I'm waiting till summer before I do. No, I'm actually waiting till fall. I'm not gonna build much until the end, towards the end of summer when it cools off a little bit, because it doesn't get hot in New Mexico, super hot, but it gets hot enough. I am gonna have some. I'm hoping to have some contractors come in the summertime and pull up this floor, which means I'm probably going to end up doing it myself because it's going to be super expensive. And as cheap as I am, I know I can't allow my cheapness to lose to be just doing it myself. So eventually, I'm going to pull up this floor, and towards the end of the summer, in the middle of the summer, get the insulation down, get some carpet in, and then cover window coverings, solar panels, and the walls. But for now, as of today, nothing really. Not a whole lot. Clean the fireplace. I got a wood burning stove. I'm learning how to build fires for the first time. Not a lot of fireplaces in New Jersey, ironically. My uncle had a fireplace when I was a kid. However, the only thing we ever really burned in that was sneakers. So how to start a fire? Didn't know until about 2 months ago. How to start a diesel and own a diesel? Didn't know that till about 2 months ago. Am I in focus? Yes, I'm in focus. Outside of that, not a whole lot. I got an electric blanket. I know an idea I had in the RV was to heat the bed or cool the bed, not the truck. And it works like a charm. Works like an absolute charm. I got it's like a little small. It's called an electric blanket, but it really is just like an electric towel. Honestly, it's only about the size of a beach towel, but it has these things running through it, and you plug it into one of those battery things that you get for your phone. You can plug it into one of those, and that usually lasts all night. I got one. You plug it into one of these battery things you use for your phone, and that usually lasts all night. But you can also plug it into like a regular phone charger in a wall, and it will keep the bed warm. Going to the bathroom sucks. However, uh, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat anything because this is not some perfect solution to any of it. I got a I'm going to make a composting toilet out of sawdust and a 5-gallon bucket. That's for poop. For pee, the only thing I got one of those not too long ago. What was it? My leg got broken, um, and that was its own story. We'll cover that in a story time one day. But they gave me one of those hospital urinals. You can get them at Walgreens for $5, and I've been using that for like 9 months. Like when I came home with a broken leg, uh, well, when I came back with a broken leg, I couldn't really get out of bed. I had to get out of bed for number two, but for number one, I used that urinal and I got good at it, to the point where it hit me. It's like I could use this when I get the bus, and I certainly have been. And when you have an electric blanket and a bus that is freezing cold, the last thing you want to do is get out of bed and go to the bathroom. So I've been using quite well my hospital. It's like a little plastic, looks like a water jug, but don't drink out of it. A little water jug. Then you put some vinegar in it or some Dawn soap every day and wash it out, and it's good to go. Doesn't smell, and it's terribly convenient because you don't gotta get out of bed, which is super sweet because you can go to the bathroom uh, and then go right back to sleep. Don't suck your thumb though. But those are realities in the beginning. Um, and like I said, I'm doing, like, if you look for van life videos, you see some people who live in minivans, and I was deeply inspired by them in the beginning, because what they do is they just take a minivan and do what they got to do. So all they do is they move in all the stuff that they need, and then the truck supplies the rest. They bring in their Mr. Buddy heater and so forth and so on. So I knew I was going to need heat because winter was going to be coming up soon. Turns out I didn't get my school bus this summer at all. I got my school bus in the end of November. So it was just getting cold in New Mexico. And we had a good winter with that Arctic thing that's going on. And I bought a fireplace, wood burning stove, but it was December when I got the wood burning stove. And I dare you, I dare you to try and buy firewood in December. Some guy, and eventually, hats off. I was speaking to a friend of mine in Walmart yesterday, and he was telling me about how much a cord of wood can be. And I spoke to some other people, and they told me the exact same thing. And I almost got ripped for buying a cord of wood. Ripped. The guy was trying to sell me what he was calling a cord of wood for $600, and everybody else was telling me it should be like anywhere from $100 to $250, somewhere in there. But this guy's telling me $600 for a cord, and I don't know. I didn't at the time. Some other friends of mine told me it's supposed to be 4 feet by 4 feet by 6 feet, and that's as much as I knew. But when this guy told me $600 for his cord of wood, something in the back of my head, what everybody told me, plus what my friend yesterday at Walmart told me, it just didn't jive. It didn't jive at all. And I knew he was kicking the Willy Bobo. And I was like, nice, I'm good. I'm going to wait till July when I know the prices. Even if it is supposed to be $600, I know in July the price of firewood is going to be terribly low. And that gives me time to have some of the wood dry out. Because apparently that's the deal. You got to let the wood dry. What does a sizzle thing. You don't want the sizzle thing. So I'm learning that. But last night I had a nice cozy fire going. I had my electric blanket going, and then when I woke up at 4 a.m. to go to the bathroom, the diesel heater comes with a remote control. So I rolled over, hit the remote control, turned the diesel heater on 4 o'clock in the morning. Woke up at 6. Woke up at 6, and it was toast. It wasn't warm. It wasn't toasty, but it also wasn't 20 degrees, because outside was 20 degrees. Inside was probably like 45. And then in New Mexico, we get all 4 seasons in one day. From 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. is winter. From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. is spring. From 10 to 12 is like kind of a mediary. And then from 2 o'clock to like 5 o'clock is summer again. Goes up to 50, 60 degrees. And then at 6 o'clock on the dot every day, it tanks. It just, woo, drops like a rock. So you got to start your fire like around 4 p.m. Other than that, not a whole lot else going on. I'm waiting for payday. I'm going to get the oil changed. I really don't want to start it until I get the oil change. I'm pretty sure the last time this thing was serviced was 2017, from what I'm finding out, and I want to make this thing work. You know what I mean? But outside of that, thanks for tuning in. Let's learn about bus life together. And I don't know. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Hang around. This might be interesting.